Elijah was specific in his prayers. He didn't simply ask God to bless Israel. It's not what he did. He was very specific. And this is important. I learned this in my prayer journal and in my prayer time, that if I become more specific about my prayer time with the Lord, I get to see the Lord move more, which builds my faith more. But when we're praying for the big things, Lord, give me a house. He's like, you should have prayed for a job first. You got to be a little bit more specific. Like, Lord, I need a new car. Get some license. You got to be a little bit more specific, right? We want all the stuff first, right? And so we don't have the discipline yet. So Elijah was specific in his prayer. He didn't simply ask God to bless Israel. He was asking for rain. He was asking for a specific answer in response to his prayer. So he was praying that God will bring rain. And before he even got back to praying for God to bring rain, he first had to do what? He had to show the people of Israel and Ahab and Jezebel that it was the Lord God who answers prayer. So this is why the challenge came and why he needed to destroy the other 450 false prophets. In other words, there may be some sin in you that God needs to deal with first before you start asking God specifically to do some things in your life. Oh, y'all want to hear that part? Because it's the sin at times that stop us from receiving what God has for us. Because y'all know my words. God don't bless your sin. He don't bless sin. He hates sin. That's why he sent Jesus to redeem you from your sin, that you will be no more a slave to it, but to the righteousness of Christ. We all have it in us. That's why 1 John 1:9 is so beautiful. If I confess my sin, he is faithful and just to forgive me of my sins and cleanse me from all unrighteousness.